Bali, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
So Bali, what problem are we ultimately trying to fix with this review?
It's a problem around the performance of the education system, and this is a once in 30-year opportunity to actually have a look at how it's performing. And I think the most significant problem we have really is around equity. The schooling system at the moment is delivering to lots of students, but actually it's failing to deliver to too many students. And that's particularly related to socio-economic status of those students. Māori and Pacifica students are not being served well by the system. So the equity issues are getting more difficult, they're stubborn, and the gap between our best performing students and our least well performing students is really large. And by OECD countries, one of the largest in OECD. So that's a big problem, and we need to address it as a nation. Otherwise, in my view, there's going to be huge economic and social impacts down the track.
So the reactions to this report have been quite mixed.
Yes.
How do we go about finding a middle ground?
I think the conversation is important, and one of the things that's really important that I'm asking people to do is to step out of their particular situations, because it's easy to think about where you are and how things are going for you, and step out of that and think about the system as a whole and this wonderful country we live in. And I think if we can get people thinking about what's good for everyone, not just a group of people, what's good for everyone, then everyone will benefit. So I think the diverse opinions that we've got at the moment are about people coming at it from their perspectives, which is perfectly understandable. But if we have a vision for this country for the next 30 years, we've got to step out of that as our particular roles and think what's good for everybody. So my hope is the conversations that we're having, the debates that we're having, the disagreements that we're having will mould the recommendations that are sitting in our report into something that everybody can buy into. Because buy into it we must, otherwise we will just create a whole lot of work and churn in the system. We need consensus, we need agreement.
Some of the response that I've heard to the report is that parents should have a right to choose, who is teaching their kid, who's the principal of their kid's school. How do we balance that with ensuring equity in our education system?
Well, that's what we've tried to do very, very carefully in this report, to balance out the responsibilities of boards of trustees who, we think boards of trustees are very important, to balance out those responsibilities with what we've called education hubs. So, for example, we've said principals will retain complete control about who's appointed as a teacher. Principals will retain complete control about the use of the operational funding. So there's lots of autonomy still sitting in schools. The trick, I think, is to ensure boards of trustees are focusing on the key things that I think they tell us they want to focus on, which is about the welfare of the students and the sort of school that their children are attending. But perhaps more importantly, to ensure that we're providing schools with support, professional support, business support, to help them do what it is we're asking them to do. And at the moment, in the atomised system we have, 2,500 independent boards of trustees, there is no mechanism to provide that support. That, to me, is the gold in this report.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Bali. That is all my questions.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.